Today I'm going to talk about the high cost of customer support and how to slash that cost using practices from Solution Anthropology. Problems you may be facing are that your customer support costs keep rising and you cannot sustain the growth. Or perhaps you're losing customers due to poor customer support. What worked before in the short term has not remained effective. So let's dig a little deeper. People call customer support for things such as reporting a defect so they can get a fix or a workaround, or they made a mistake and need your help to fix it, or they've become frustrated trying to do something and called for help before giving up completely. To avoid losing customers, we provide customer support, but that has a cost. We have found that a company may have up to half their employees in customer support. Yes, that's a lot, and I have seen it. And almost every company sees high turnover in their customer support department. Hiring a lot of people, training, and getting them up to speed is expensive. Now, there are some traditional ways we take to reduce that cost. We might charge the customer for support by the hour or limit customer support to high-value calls. Perhaps we provide online tools such as online help, frequently asked questions, or user-run forums. We might provide automated voice lines with answers to common questions, or we might outsource customer support and use chat instead of phone calls. In an extreme case, there are actually companies who do not provide customer support or any means of contact except letters in the mail. These traditional approaches are based on some old-fashioned way of thinking, and that is, we always need customer support, so we'll supply it as cheaply as possible. But these approaches have a downside of being less satisfying for the customer than talking with a knowledgeable person about their problems. So let's think of this in a new way. How about fix the underlying problems and remove the need for customer support? Let me say that again. We want to remove the need for customer support. So we do this using the practices of Solution Anthropology. Now, you may not believe this works. I know a software product company with popular products, and they've been very serious about applying the practices of Solution Anthropology. They have almost no customer support calls, maybe a couple a week. It's very easy for their customers to call them, and they do frequently, but it's not for customer support. They call for other reasons. You might think Solution Anthropology is expensive, but in general, their products are developed for a far lower cost than their competitors. So they're developing for a lower cost, and they're saving on the back end by not having need for customer support. So how does this work? Solution Anthropology designs solutions that are intuitive for the user so customers don't call to find out how to use your product. Solution Anthropology designs solutions that make it hard for users to make mistakes so the customers don't call you to fix their mistakes. Solution Anthropology turned inside your company finds the source of quality errors so customers stop calling to report defects. And all of these things greatly reduce the need for customer support. So how would you start doing Solution Anthropology to reduce your support cost? I'll go over here just briefly the few things that we use as an approach with our own clients. We start by assessing an area where you want to reduce the need for customer support. And based on the issues we discover, we'll plan an engagement and describe how success will be measured so that you're going to know at the end if you got a satisfactory result or not. Then we'll train your people in how to do Solution Anthropology. We could do it for you, but we would really rather train your people to do it so we can be finished. Your folks have a new skill set, and we move on to the next job. Then we're going to coach your people while they use Solution Anthropology to address the issues identified in step 1. And finally, we'll measure the results. It's really that simple. Now, you may not want to completely get rid of customer support because it can be a valuable source of information about your customers. And you may have points in time where you're releasing a new product or a new feature, and you know you probably didn't get everything right to begin with. And so you're going to depend on customer support to figure out what you got right and what you didn't. But you can keep the cost very low and manageable. Another software product company I knew of had a tiny customer support department compared to the number of customers they had. There were only 5 people who provided support for all their products worldwide. Now, the customer support team used practices from Solution Anthropology to identify areas that could be improved in the products, so they kept the need for support very low. and their implementation teams were happy to make those improvements. This allowed the company to keep their customer support cost extremely low, even as the number of customers and products grew. That's all the information I have right now today. If you want more information about Solution Anthropology, you can go to www.solutionanthropology.org. If this sounds really interesting to you and you want to talk with me more about it, work with our company, come in, help you reduce your customer support costs, request a consultation by sending an email to information@wyyzzk.com. Thank you.